2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Heat came into the building looking sharp, but it's going to take more than a good wardrobe to get this win tonight on the road. And with tip-off coming up.
Kevin, thanks. Bam.
All right, thank you, David. So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside Robinson. There's the triple. Offensive rebound Heat. The kick out to Crowder. Fires the 3. Robinson misses. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Cleveland.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The kick outside to Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Osman, the pass to Drummond. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside Robinson. And Dragic has it in the corner. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Shoots over Garland. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
He hits the second from the line.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's Garland. No good that time. Great D that time from Adebayo.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Cavaliers ball.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Now Garland. It's stolen by Dragic. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
Count it.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
To the paint and stolen by Drummond. Here's the break. Here's Sexton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
And stolen by Love. The 9-foot shot. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Garland. Sexton's got 6 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Chalk up 2 there. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And Miami making a change here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Butler. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson.
Hero sticking with it through contact. That's not easy.
On the wing, Porter. Rebound by Olynyk. And it's Dragic with the ball for Miami. The pass to Olynyk. Jones with it. Good ball movement here by Miami. On the wing, it's Iguodala. 5 to shoot. Now the feed to Olynyk. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
Olynyk showing some confidence now, and the big man is catching and firing.
Here's Garland. He's off on that one. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Down low, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Iguodala with the steal. Here's Hero. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. Hero's got 5 points so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
They need this, and Thompson throws it down.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Miami leading by 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Nance. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Finish off the break. Thompson's got his second basket.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Pass to Hero. From outside the arc. That one's not going to go. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Heat lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, we've got Hero. Olynyk is out there with Jones. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Dragic in at the point guard. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Goran Dragic. Jones against Nance. On the basket by Jones.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Garland with it. Now the dish to Thompson. Passes it to Garland. Six on the shot clock. Thompson. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 6.
Well, if there's 100 play calls that they have, Tristan's probably got 0 of them. He just goes in there and gets it done himself.
Iguodala outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Olynyk. Jimmy Butler comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Hero.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Butler in the corner, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. Miami no good on that time either. Porter with it. Robinson picks him up. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Butler kicks to Robinson. And stolen by Sexton. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Porter. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Robinson for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Robinson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Osman, the pass to Drummond. He gets it in there. Drummond's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Drummond, a huge target rolling to the rim.
Inside, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. They get it back, and that one's good by Porter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Adebayo. It's Crowder on the wing. Now, here is Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Miami with a new 14. Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And he's good on the 3 ball. Robinson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Heat.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
That one drops for him.
Maybe some underrated parts of Kevin Love is the strength that he has in that lower body. Excels at absorbing that contact and then up and powers through.
And here is Iguodala. Yep, it counts.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Sexton against Iguodala. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Sexton.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Iguodala against Porter. Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. Now here's Iguodala. Defense is right there, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the all-around game Iguodala possesses makes him unique. Does whatever is asked of him on the floor.
The Heat making a switch here. Olenek is checked in for Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. Heroes checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Jimmy Butler. 16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Dragic looking it over. Now Olenek. And a close game so far through the first 2.
Kevin, thanks. Here we
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage, but it never got bigger. Just man, that's
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. And a missed layup.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Robinson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love inside, defended by Crowder. Love kicks to Osman. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
The open look here for Sexton. The putback doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's Miami the other way. Adebayo passes to Dragic. Robinson kicks to Dragic. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got 3 assists in the game. Down low, here's Drummond. Here's Garland. And Adebayo sends it back.
Good defensive play. Adebayo on the inside, helping out his teammates.
Robinson passes to Crowder. Now here's Adebayo. The 3. Robinson misses.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Robinson for 3. And it's Osman with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter. And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Cavaliers leading. Here's Garland. The pass to Drummond. And Adebayo sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:52 left to play here in the third. Butler with the steal. And that one, good. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Heat. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Drummond. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Jetty Osman. Olenicki's checked in for Miami. Jones comes in for Crowder. Here's Nance. The putback. And there's Thompson putting it right back in.
This is what makes Tristan so vital to his team. Great activity on the glass. And then the quick jam.
Outside, Jones. Outside, Dragic. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Heat lead by 2.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
In the corner, Nance with it. Pass to Windler. 6 to shoot. Garland, the pass to Thompson. No dice from 9 feet out.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Jones up top, covered by Nance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Heat have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And the second free throw, good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Here's Nance. Here's Thompson. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 10.
Well, the shot selection from Tristan Thompson is going to come from tight range like that.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Heat lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Cavaliers trailing. On the court for the Heat. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Hero out there with Dragic, and it's Jones in at the 3. Here's Hero. Pass to Olynyk. This one for 3. Goes back up. Right side, Dragic. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Here's Hero. Dragic with a wide open look. Olynyk the pass to Adebayo. Lays it up off the glass.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Count that one.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Nance against Jones. Adebayo passes to Olynyk. Here's Hero. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Dragic kicks to Robinson. Here's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Sexton looking confident, tried to find a gap, made his way in there and got fouled.
The first one falls. A different look now for Cleveland. Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Jetty Osman in for Porter. Heat also with the sub. Crowder, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies. Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Robinson for 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Hero. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Sexton the pass to Love. Sexton deciding where to go with it. It's stolen by Dragic. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And it's Love with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Sexton. And again, it's the Heat missing.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
The Heat leading by 3. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dragic from outside. Miami no good on that time either.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Sexton kicks to Osman. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Sexton finds Drummond. Oh, went in there. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
Shooting for Cleveland.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Good on both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
Outside Butler. Robinson for 3. Adebayo. It falls!
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
Crowder with the steal. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Butler finds Robinson. Out left to the wing. A 3-ball. No good from Dragic.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Out to the right wing. Robinson for 3. Sexton grabs the board. Garland the pass to Sexton. Fires it up. Can't connect.
And if you have credits to give out, give them to Dragic. Stellar defense.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge. And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down. So here's Miami's starting group. Jake Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the guard position. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Now here's White. Up and in on the layup. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now here's White. After the miss from Goran Dragic. Carter drives in. Porter in the corner. Back to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Porter passes to Carter. It's stolen by Adebayo. It's deflected. Stolen by Levine. It's stolen by Dragic. Robinson for 3. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. White the pass to Carter. Poked loose. Stolen by Robinson. Outside Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. Robinson finds Crowder. Back to Robinson. Pass to Crowder. Clock at 4. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist from Crowder.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Levine with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Saransky's checked in for the Bulls. Porter dishes to Carter.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
That's good from Carter.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire.
To the inside. Outside Dragic. To the paint. Stolen by Levine. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside Dragic. Back to Adebayo. Outside Crowder. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Carter. Now Levine. First quarter of play. We're about 3. Oh, that was something else.
Easy to see why Levine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Now here's Dragic. Stolen by Satoransky. Down low. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Robinson finds Butler. In the corner, Crowder with it. The three-pointer off the mark. Chicago leading by 3. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Markkanen against Crowder. Pass to Satoransky. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Levine against Robinson. Now here's Dragic. Not a lot of room. Here's Adebayo. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Porter kicks to Levine. Fires the three. That shot misses. And the Heat going the other way now. Outside Butler. The kick out to Crowder. Inside. Adebayo passes to Butler. They get it again. No good that time. Here's Markkanen. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
Deep two from Robinson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead by... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. We've got Olynyk. Dragic is out there with Hero. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. And it's the Heat with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Jones for 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. The Bulls leading by 5. Done outside. Banked in off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dragic looking for an opening. And the dunk by Olynyk.
He got with his trainer, he changed his diet, and he slimmed down. Olynyk, now he's showing a little more explosiveness as a result.
Young outside, over to the left wing. Dunn up top. He's guarded by Dragic. Dunn passes to Cornette. Young with no one around. Off target from three-point range. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 5. There's the pass to Hero. Miami needs to get a shot off. Back to Olynyk. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chicago making some changes. Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. Chicago leading by 5. White inside. He's guarded by Dragic. White, good.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Now here's Olynyk. It's tipped. Hero passes to Jones. Olynyk. It's good on the putback.
Oh, I love that aggressiveness from Olynyk. I mean, he can create his own offense. I mean, we all know that, but that time with a little cleanup work.
To the inside. Passes it to Cornette. Olynyk with the steal. Pass to Hero. Back to Olynyk. Knocked away. Here's Hero. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
To the paint. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by White. Markkanen's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Hero. Feeds to Olynyk. Kicks it out to Iguodala. And stolen by Valentine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. White's running. Levine against Iguodala. Outside Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to go.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. For 3, Olynyk. The Heat get it back. And a new 14. Here's Hero. Guarded by Levine. Goes back up. Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First one falls for him. And so Jones nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Bulls leading by 7. Levine looking around. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it. The fast break chance. Jones kicks to Robinson. The pass to Adebayo. With 1 on the clock, and Adebayo throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Kelly Olynyk displaying his skills today.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Oh, you're right. Go in the locker room, ask anyone on his team. He's not worried about statistics as much as he is about winning.
Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Then there's Carter. And it's Gafford in at the power forward position. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And the jam by Levine.
And this gets the team fired up. Levine is an energizer who enjoys dropping the hammer on the drive.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
It's stolen by Carter. Fast break, here they come. Up the floor. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this. If he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. On the wing, Levine. Here's Gafford, defended by Crowder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Daniel Gafford. Harrison's checked in for Levine, and it's done in for Satoransky. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The kick out to Crowder, and Dragic has it in the corner. Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Done with it. Now defended by Adebayo. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Dunn attacking. Cornett. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young. Porter comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Valentine's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's White in for Dunn. Porter against Iguodala. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and Olynyk is always a threat for putback dunks, given his 7-foot frame.
White the pass to Valentine. There's the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And finished off by Porter.
More of a shooting than passing guard. White still able to find the open man.
Here's Hero. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Lets the 3 fly. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Right the pass to Cornett. Valentine wide open. He fires. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Valentine. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
Deft move by White inside. I mean, just look how he finds a way through the foul and gets the shot off.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Dean comes in for Valentine. Heat also with the sub. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And stolen by White. Outside, Levine. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, Jones is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero into the two-guard. Jones, the pass to Iguodala. And here's Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Dragic against White.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Levine finds Carter. To the wing on the left. Outside, Levine. He dishes it to Carter. Can't hit from in close. The Heat trail by 9, and the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. The Heat also changing it up. Jay Crowder's checked in for Jones. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Tyler Hero. Robinson for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Pass to Levine. To the middle. It's deflected. Crowder with the steal. Here's Robinson. Can't hit that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Levine with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Chicago. No good. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Outside, Robinson. Lock at 6. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Bulls leading by 6. White left side. Here's Carter. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nunn looking around. Crowder finds Nunn. Robinson for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Adebayo. Nunn wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, man. This guy, bad shots. This is the time to work the ball inside to get the best shot possible. I mean, that's the way to make the comeback happen.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
What? Butler with the big-time play. He's never scared of it.
Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Levine against Robinson. Nunn with it from past the arc. Butler goes in. Pass to Adebayo. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
Outside, Robinson. And there's the pass to Butler. And here's Adebayo. Butler passes to Nunn. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Chicago leading by 4. 8 feet away. Basket counts.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Now, here's Nunn. Outside Crowder. Back to Robinson. Passes to Adebayo. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Levine kicks to White. Outside Levine. Back to White. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Miami with the ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nunn against White. It counts. White the pass to Levine. The kick out to Porter. Levine wide open. No good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball. Up next, it's time for the NBA. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Robinson. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Isaac against Butler. No one near him. The shot missing. And Orlando the other way now. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Now here's Fournier after the miss from Vucevic. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier. And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Adebayo, high post. The kick out to Crowder. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Outside Robinson, beyond the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Fultz with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. And Adebayo sends it back. Butler passes to Adebayo. That one goes in.
Well, you don't want to leave guys unattended, not around a guy like Butler, who's pretty good at finding the open guy.
The Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Isaac outside. It's stolen by Dragic. And here we go. It's Butler. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Nasty. I'm talking filthy. Butler punching it and getting his teammates on the bench amped up.
Adebayo against Fournier. Adebayo kicks to Robinson. Fires from deep. Up again. Adebayo on the follow. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Heat?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Fultz. Crowder with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Crowder with the ball. Dragic finds Robinson. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Magic trail by 7. Isaac goes in. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Heat.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's Fournier. Stolen by Robinson. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's...
Oh, get it! Just attacks the rim. Oh, what a throw down there. Man.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Fultz against Dragic. Fultz the pass to Gordon. Good work there as it goes.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Outside Dragic. Back to Robinson. It's Crowder on the wing. Outside Robinson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Butler finds Adebayo. Over to the wing. Here's Hero. Off target from outside. The Magic trail by 12. Feeds to Bamba. Knocks down the 10-footer.
And you know that touch Bamba possesses not just an inside threat. He's also capable of hurting you from this area.
To the inside. Here's Dragic over Augustine. Bamba with the block. And they'll keep possession. Crowder the pass to Adebayo. Gordon up on top. And he banks in the layup.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Dragic kicks to Butt. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Miami Heat holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
They've got Carter Williams. Ennis out there with Terrence Ross. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Augustine in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. On the basket by Jones. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
The Magic trail by 9. Here's Augustine. There's the pass to Bamba. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of them.
The Heat leading by 9. Jones finds Olynyk. Tipped away. And now Orlando on the break. Ross is running. Pass to Ennis. Right wing. Carter Williams, the pass to Augustine. Can't cash in from close range. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Inside, stolen by Bamba. Here's Ross, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Jones over to help. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Here are the Magic now. Augustine passes to Carter Williams. Just 3 to shoot. He dishes it to Bamba. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Adebayo. Here's Hero. Miami no good on that time either. The Magic trail by 9. Carter Williams kicks to Ross. To the wing right side. Augustine passes to Ross. Dishes to Bamba over Iguodala. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Bamba with it. Jones covering. They double him with Adebayo. Ennis passes to Bamba. Back to Ennis. The dish to Bamba. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Bamba's got 6.
Well, he's a very effective scorer from there. Bamba's excellent at using his size to his advantage.
Iguodala wide open. Off target with his 3. Well, Orlando shooting 31%. Not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Here's Bamba. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Olynyk kicks to Adebayo. Here's Jones. The shot's good. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Iguodala against Carter Williams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And Miami with a change here, too. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Down by 12. Fultz finds Isaac. Down low. Now Vucevic. Second chance shot. Shakes him. Pass to Fultz. Vucevic with it. Defended by Jones. Gordon inside. He's against Olynyk. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Hero passes to Leonard. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lob pass to Gordon.
Fultz knows it's his job to work the ball around and get his guys involved. He's a reliable and capable passer.
And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jump. It was all about Miami as the game got going. Well, he spent a few years bouncing around. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Jimmy Butler. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the shooting guard.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Shot clock at 5, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars, but man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys and he has taken off.
And Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Fast break, here come the Magic. Fournier dishes to Fultz. Passes it to Gordon. He kicks it to Vucevic. Now the pass to Fultz, and stolen by Butler. And it's the Heat on the break. Dragic, the pass to Butler. And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. Dragic finds Crowder. Outside Dragic. Outside Robinson. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Gordon, the pass to Fournier. Over Butler. Fournier's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the Heat.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Dunking is easy for Jimmy Butler. He's an athlete. He's got good size, and he knows how to use that vertical if he is to throw it down.
Vucevic. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Ross, who's checked in for Orlando. Here is Ross. Now here's Fultz. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ennis comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Carter Williams in for Fultz.
No denying it. Butler, a superb defender. Really does a nice job using his length to turn shots away.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic. Markelle Fultz comes in for Carter Williams. Butler with the ball. Isaac picks him up. The offensive rebound. Outside Crowder. The feed to Olynyk. Another shot. Outside for Robinson. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Heat.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Fultz against Dragic. Olynyk with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson's got the ball. Dragic finds Olynyk. Now Butler. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Jones checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Iguodala comes in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it. But they don't want to chance that again.
Gordon, the pass to Isaac. A second chance effort. And it's Gordon missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Releases. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Isaac passes to Gordon. Now Fultz. 6 to shoot. Gordon inside. Defended by Jones. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 8 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Good D by Jones.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Makes it off the glass. He has 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Here's Dragic from outside. That shot, no good. And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Fultz in at the 1. Back to Iguodala. Offside Crowder. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Miami. So it's Miami now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hero, no good.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Right side, Gordon. Over in the corner, Fultz. And stolen by Butler. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Adebayo kicks to Crowder. Pass to Dragic. Here's Butler. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And Adebayo sends it back. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Right side, Dragic. Pass to Hero. Drills it from outside. And the Heat lead by 16.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Butler goes in. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Fultz against Dragic. Here's Vucevic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Miami leading by 18. Fires for 3. The kick out to Crowder. Butler from outside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, Fournier pulls it down. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Fultz, no good. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Ross. And Miami with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in. Floats it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Fultz against Dragic, and Fultz gets it to go.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Heat.
Look at their number of assists. You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Robinson against Fournier. And the first one drops. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And he makes both free throws. Here's a 1-2. To the paint. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. Lets it go with a 3. No good there. And Orlando will come the other way. Pass to Augustine. To the middle. Here's Birch. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there. Augustine making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
And here's Leonard from 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's Birch. For the 3. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. To come into an... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Coming to you tonight from the American Airlines. And with pregame...
Hey, Kevin,
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the 5. And for the Heat, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Dragic in at the point guard.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Sexton the pass to Garland. A floater. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Robinson for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And here's the fast break. And it's Drummond with the jam.
I mean, you have to be impressed by Andre's foot speed, beating several people down the floor.
Butler in the corner. And they double up Butler. Inside. Here's Dragic. A beautiful reverse layup.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Now here's Love. And Drummond kicks to Garland. That one misses. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Here's Robinson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
The kick out to Crowder. Outside Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. And the shot goes in.
I mean, tremendous quickness off the pick and roll. Goran Dragic will run this on you all day.
Cleveland moving the ball around to the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Robinson. Now here's Dragic. Here's Adebayo with the putback. Dragic on the foul. Dragic has got 6.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Here's Butler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Derek Jones comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Thompson.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Miami no good on that time either. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And finished off by Porter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And that one drops.
a focused individual. Hero's not going to let a little contact affect his shot.
Nance. And no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Hero passes to Jones. Here's Hero. There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. He can't get it to go. Cavaliers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Windler with the bucket. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Iguodala. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Doesn't matter how many years Iguodala plays in this league, he's going to give you everything he has, wire to wire.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Jones finds Olynyk. Over Nance. And that does it for the first quarter. Miami ahead. They're up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
We've got Jay Crowder, Iguodala out there with Hero. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jones in at the small 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Olynyk with the steal. Robinson against Drummond. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Now Sexton. Offensive rebound. That shot off the mark. Outside Robinson. Pass to Olynyk. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Love.
You know, they try and stifle Olynyk, but his physicality lets him work right through it.
Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
No good from Dragic.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
Here is Robinson following the basket by Colin Sexton.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
Sexton against Dragic. Robinson for 3, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Robinson's got 5.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Heat with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Crowder. A switch here also for Cleveland. Garland, he's checked in for Porter. And Adebayo sends it back.
With a strong sense of timing and awareness, Bam sent that shot away.
Leonard, no luck.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. A minute 50 left now here in the second. On the wing, Nance. Windler, the pass to Osman, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Miami's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Leonard. Miami no good on that time either. Cavaliers trailing, and now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Garland, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He was definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nance, and Adebayo sends it back. Thompson with the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Heat have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Robinson finds Leonard. 56 seconds left in the first half. Dragic gets the bucket.
And we see this a lot with Gorn, using his size and craftiness to finish inside.
Down low, and it's Thompson with the jam.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
Dragic with it. He's got 8. And Robinson that time on the assist by Dragic. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Passes it to Windler. And here is Garland. Pass to Nance. Here's Windler. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. 5 to shoot. And Adebayo sends it back. Tries again, and it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Robinson for 3. Can't hit that one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that's a wrap for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. And the pass to Adebayo. Butler kicks to Robinson. Hands it from downtown. Robinson's got 11 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And using the quickness to his advantage there. Sexton getting some momentum behind him so he can put that one down.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. No good with the triple.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Each year he's getting better and better. Drummond with the unstoppable move.
Pass to Robinson. Outside Dragic. Lets it go from 14. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. Great D that time from Adebayo.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
Here's Sexton. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
And just solid at driving to the rim. When Sexton is on the attack, it just creates problems for the defense.
Free throw good, Sexton. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Nancy's checked in for the Cavaliers. For the lead, Jay Crowder with the rebound. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Olynyk. Yep, that one goes. And the Heat lead by 2.
Finishes well around the basket. You can't let Kelly get past you on the drive.
Sexton kicks to Porter. And Sexton slams it in.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Outside Porter. Sexton against Adebayo. Offensive rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Floats it up for Iguodala. It's not going to go for him. Cavaliers leading. Here's Porter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's got 10 points in just the second half.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Adebayo passes to Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
A knockdown three-point shooter. Tyler Hero knows he has the green light to fire.
The shot by Sexton, no good. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. It's stolen by Nance. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
It's Thompson off the drive, and it's Thompson with the jam.
The developing skill set of Thompson, able to put it on the floor and drive it.
Here's Hero. Here's Adebayo. Iguodala wide open. And the three off target. It'll count. Misses there. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got into double digits for... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Hero out there with Iguodala. Then it's Jones. Then there's Myers-Leonard. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Passes it to Hero. Thompson against Adebayo. Here's Hero. No good from outside. Love right side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Andre Drummond's checked in for Thompson.
Into the lineup, Cavaliers.
Here's Drummond. Porter in the corner. Love outside. 4 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Drummond, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Myers-Leonard. Jimmy Butler comes in for Derek Jones. Robinson's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Hero. Robinson, that's good.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Here's Garland. Softly drops in the floater. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Butler kicks to Robinson. Butler dishes to Crowder. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
And he recovers it. Pass to Garland. A second chance effort. Goes up again. Here's Porter. Drummond trying to get himself free. And Drummond throws it down.
That's what 7 feet 280 will do for you. Takes the hit and keeps right on going.
Dragic the pass to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Crowder with the steal. Adebayo with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. The feed to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
A big shot by Jay Crowder. He's been here before. Understands the importance of momentum.
Garland the pass to Drummond. Over in the corner, Osman. Cleveland moving the ball around. Back to Love. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Very comfortable coming up with the big bucket. Love has been the go-to guy.
Now here's Butler. There's a minute 47 left in the game. Butler on the way. Shot clock at 6. And it's Butler with the jam.
Responsibility all on Jimmy Butler. He stepped up to the plate on that one.
Garland the pass to Drummond. Crowder with the steal. Outside Robinson. Crowder kicks to Robinson. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And Cleveland making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. 1:07 left to play here in the fourth. It's stolen by Adebayo. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
He's not afraid of the moment. That's the story of Jay Crowder. Extremely competitive.
Drummond in the post. Adebayo on him. And it's Drummond missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. The putback. Count it.
This is what they count on Bam for, ensuring the play gets finished.
Here's Garland. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
To the inside. The pass to Sexton. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Love. And stolen by Butler. Dragic with it. For 3. Butler deciding where to go with it. Lots of room. Garland with the rebound. Sexton finds Love. Oh, off target. It's in.
The ability to finish under pressure, that's something K-Love brings to the table.
Timeout called the Heat. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Colin Sexton.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So these teams have battled tooth and nail before quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. It'll be the Heat off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero into the 2. And here are the Cavaliers now. And that one's good. Drummond.
Ooh, you see the contact there, trying to match up with Drummond's physicality. Doesn't work.
Butler on the way. Passes it to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You can deny or you can just front the post.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Inside, deflects the pass. On their pass to Adebayo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside, Sexton. Wallace with it. Out defended by Adebayo. Now Sexton. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
From downtown, it's rebounded by Cleveland. Now Cleveland moving it up. Garland, the pass to Sexton. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Heat on D. A 2-point game. Garland with it. 6 on the shot clock. He's off from 17 feet. Drummond slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And this is where the team is starting to rely on Andre. They need a big bucket. He provides it.
Hero passes to Dragic. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Outside, Sexton to the left wing. Garland kicks to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
And you see the speed, the athleticism, and scoring ability of Sexton. Special. A guard with a fantastic skill set and loads of potential.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws. Gotta like this. Tyler Hero finding a way to come up huge.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Kevin Love was an all-around superstar in high school, in college, and for the Timberwolves, but willing to take a step back and play a specific role to win a championship.
Dragic with a wide open look, off target from outside. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Osman. Love the pass to Garland. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1 spot. And for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic, and it's Robinson in at the 2. And White kicks to Levine. White against Dragic. The shot by Carter, nobody around. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Outside Dragic. Back to Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Levine against Robinson. Kept alive. Carter, the pass to Levine. They shoot again. Over Robinson. And the Bulls get it back. Tries yet again. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Outside Crowder, out to the wing. Levine against Robinson. 6 to shoot. Tries from 10. No good off the back of the rim. Bulls have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Levine. And it's Miami with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Now here's Levine. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Porter looking it over. Markkanen passes to Cornette. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Butler. And it's White with the rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And they take the lead. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. Adebayo kicks to Butler. Fires, high post. Jump shot is good that time.
Well, Jimmy Butler's playing the smart game right here. Patient and disciplined. And that's a nice mid-range jumper.
And Levine throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Dragic. Here's Hero. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Here's Crowder. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Adebayo. Butler on the way. Guarded by Porter.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
White against Dragic. Here's Cornette. And it's Miami with the rebound.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Butler. Hero passes to Butler. It's over Markkanen. Butler, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Markkanen can't get the putback. The Heat trail by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Butler passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to Cornette. Kick out to Levine. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And how about the confidence on display from Levine? Just daring the D to get physical with it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Iguodala. Stolen by Satoransky. Dunn, wide open, he fires. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls out front, up 5. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed.
We should have energy and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. The Bulls have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. The Heat trail by 6. Outside Robinson, pass to Olynyk, back to Robinson. No good on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
All 3 off the mark. The Bulls leading by 6. Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Harrison. He kicks to Valentine. And again, Chicago. No good. Or Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Hero. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Dunn. Shots good by Hero.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Hero. Kicks it out to Jones. The pass to Hero. The three. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bulls. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Valentine passes to Dunn. He feeds it to Carter. The shot will not fall. Now the Heat take it the other way. 1:09 left here in the second. Pass to Hero. Over Carter. 5 on the clock. Jones with it. Now guarded by Dunn. 11 feet away. Jones, no luck. The Bulls leading by 6. Bulls moving the ball around. Olynyk against Dunn. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Can't get it to fall.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Jay Crowder's checked in for Derek Jones. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Hero. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Chicago. Kobe White comes in for Chris Dunn. Dragic looking for an opening. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so that's the end of the first. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At its highest, their lead topped out. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic in at the point guard position. So that's where Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Here's Butler. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Valentine's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Latrey. And the Bulls get it back. Out to White. Second chance shot. And it goes down 2 points. White's got the first basket of the second half here for Chicago.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now, here's Dragic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Harrison. 6-point game. That shot off. Dragic with some nice D.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name.
Cornett, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Markkanen. Now here's Valentine. 14 feet away. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat trail by 8. Pass to Dragic. Over Valentine. No good from Dragic. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Valentine. And there's the feed to Markkanen. Down low, here's Cornette. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Cornette's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls. Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
Here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Dragic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The offensive rebound. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Now here's Dragic. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Back to Adebayo. Up top, Dragic. Shot, high post. The kick out to Crowder, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
The Bulls leading by 7. The pass to Carter. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Crowder. Passes to Hero. The kick out to Dragic. Crowder inside. Defended by Carter. Pass to Dragic. Now here's Adebayo. The Heat need to get a shot off. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Gafford. Carter down low. And the layup's good off the glass.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Goes up on the wing. It could go. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we... And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. At small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Carter in at the center position. Iguodala kicks to Olynyk. Rebound by the Bulls. Levine's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's Carter, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Dragic gets the bucket. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. White against Dragic. White, good. And the Bulls lead by 14.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Olynyk, and Jay Crowder's subbed in for Jones. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Bulls. Robinson misses.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And White kicks to Porter. Launches it. No good on that one. And Miami the other way now. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Robinson against Levine. Down low, Porter releases. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Porter's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls. Crowder dishes to Iguodala. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. White with the defensive effort. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's hauled in by the Heat. One-on-one here. Here's Iguodala. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. White with it. Kick out to Levine. Knocks it loose. Crowder with the steal. Adebayo finds Crowder. Back to Adebayo. Pass to Robinson. To the inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Outside Dragic. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And there's the pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Crowder. Pocket 2. There's 3-pointers off the mark. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
No one covering. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Zach LaVine.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. None against Dunn. Leonard trying to break free. Offensive rebound. Here's Silva. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock. Back to Iguodala. Passes it to Leonard. From deep. Iguodala right side. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Long range from the inbound. Chicago grabs the miss. And here is Satoransky. The three-pointer, no good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin, to come into an opponent's building and dominate. Coming to you tonight from the American. A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Heat, Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Dragic. And it's Butler in at the 3. Now here's Crowder. Outside for Robinson. Jacks up a 3. No good from Dragic. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's Fultz. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player. And if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Trying to get open is Adebayo. Shot's good from Butler.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Magic moving the ball around. For the finish. And slam dunk by Butler.
Boy, out in transition, Butler gets his eyes on the rim, and there's no denying him.
Fournier passes to Fultz. He dishes it to Gordon. Outside Fournier. Inside. Fultz, no good. He'd have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Deep 2 from Robinson. Adebayo finds Robinson. It's up a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fultz looking around. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency in production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league. Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. Count it. Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Vucevic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, there's an all-around aspect to Evan Fournier's game, and a really smart decision with the ball there.
Crowder finds Adebayo. Robinson passes to Crowder. 2 minutes. And Crowder slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now here's Fultz. And that one is off. Great D that time from Adebayo. Robinson for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Butler. Shoots over Isaac. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 7. Good work defensively by Crowder. The Heat have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Isaac with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Lob pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
And it's Butler with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Fultz. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Bolts against Dragic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you love that Markelle Fultz has the ability to draw the defense's hand and get himself to the foul line.
And a new group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. Jones comes in for Butler. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Aaron Gordon. Terrence Ross is checked in for Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Evan Fournier. Bounce pass from Iguodala. Here's Olynyk. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Heat lead by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Iguodala out there with Hero. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
Well, he might just be 6 feet tall, but there is incredible strength packed in that body. You can tell he enjoys the contact.
Olynyk the pass to Adebayo. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Adebayo. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Iguodala finds Olynyk. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. But they get it back. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. It's his first trip to the line.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
The Magic trail by 7. And here's Augustine. Ennis in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Kicks it to Ross. Ennis taking his time here. Bamba inside. He's covered by Leonard. Carter Williams dishes to Ross. Back to Carter Williams. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Bamba. And Isaac subbed in for Ennis. Olynyk with the steal. Nobody near Leonard. Miami no good on that time either. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Magic. 7-point differential. Miami grabs the miss.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Olynyk has the open look. Again, the miss by the Heat. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside for Carter Williams. down low. Here's Vucevic. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Miami leading by 7. Here's Jones, and it's slammed in by Jones.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Back to Vucevic. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Leonard. Butler comes in for Jones. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Hero. Now here's Dragic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 4. Robinson. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Gordon. Another shot. Rebound by the Heat. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Fultz the pass to Gordon. And that one, good. Gordon's got 8 points.
Really difficult to stick with an athletic big man like Aaron Gordon. On rolls to the rim, good luck.
Robinson for 3. That shot off, so Orlando will take it the other way.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Now Vucevic. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now it's just a 3-point Heat lead.
Well, there's a certain strength that Vucevic possesses, so he can play through the contact and still score.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Goodness. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's 5. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Here's Dragic from outside, hits it from 3-point range. Dragic has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Miami. The Magic trail by 6. Feeds it to Fultz. For 3, Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 8.
Well, Jimmy Butler is capable as an offensive rebounder. You've got to check him out.
Pass to Fournier. Back to Gordon. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Fultz. 5 to shoot. Good. Fultz has got 5 points so far.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
Fultz, the pass to Isaac. There's the dish to Vucevic. Back to Isaac. Fournier in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Crowder. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson. Good on the second free throw.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Rebound by the Magic. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. Throws it up high. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, you need to have the kind of vertical Terrence Ross has to take care of that basketball. My goodness, the alley-oop a lot easier when he's on the receiving end.
Here's Olynyk. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Vucevic. And Greg with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Tipped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Jones. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Well, the presence of mind from Kelly Olynyk, knowing someone's open, finds him quickly.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Ennis, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Olynyk against Vucevic. Here is Ross. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Vucevic.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be, and Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Back to Dragic. It's tipped. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The pass to Iguodala. To the paint. Here's Olynyk, and he uses the glass on the way. And the Heat lead by 8.
I think excellent touch from the post, and you get the sense they trust Olynyk here. Fantastic at utilizing his size.
Augustine against Dragic. Pass to Vucevic. Jones looking for an opening. Olynyk inside. Vucevic on him. Olynyk can't hit. Here's Bamba. And it's Vucevic missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Olynyk. The Heat have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the first one at the line is good.
I like how Kelly Olynyk finds a number of different ways to contribute to his team. A selfless player who always does what's asked of him. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
To the inside. Olynyk with the steal. Kicks to Butler. 4 seconds left. And Olynyk with the lay-in. Olynyk's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open guy.
And so it's Miami. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Heat, we've got Jay Crowder. Robinson is out there with Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Ross kicks to Fultz. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Well, Crowder, a terrific athlete. This guy's leaping ability is sick.
Ross passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Passes it to Butler. To the left side wing. Robinson left side. Butler goes in. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
There's a speed and an athleticism to Jimmy Butler's game that's really impressive. I love when he puts it on the deck.
Fultz dishes to Gordon. Back to Fultz. And Crowder comes up to help. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Clock at 6. And Adebayo sends it back. One-on-one here. Outside for Robinson. Launches a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for the Heat.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Gordon, good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Hero, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
He lobs it up.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Robinson misses.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Isaac kicks to Fultz. Inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And they're running. Loads it up for Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, can you remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
Now here's Fultz. Isaac right side. The feed now to Vucevic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
We know this about Nikola Vucevic. He's a high percentage finisher. To me, the next steps, right? Improve your defense, be more consistent with range. And if he does that, he's golden.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fournier is checked in. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. Trailing by 13. The shot's good from Fournier.
This guy is more than capable as a ball handler. Fournier, clever, navigating his way around the defense.
To the paint, here's Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he makes the first. And Adebayo drops them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Dragic against Fultz. And they double up Gordon. Outside Fournier. Back to Gordon. He kicks it to Vucevic. Shot clock at 2. Fultz. Miami grabs the miss. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Heat.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Silva's checked in. Hill comes in for Butler. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Wandu passes to Birch. And Adebayo sends it back. And it's Aminu in the corner. It's stolen by Hill. And here's Iguodala outside. Augustine grabs the board. Here's Birch. And the pass to Augustine. It's stolen by Adebayo. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to